All right, so today I have an honor to introduce Samir. Samir comes with a 2 decade of experience in search engine optimization and digital marketing, and it's a privilege to have him in the team because I have a huge respect of people who can stick to their craft for 2 decades, and it takes a lot of perseverance to achieve that. So what we thought really is we personally have learned a lot from SEO community, people like Rand Fishkin, Matt Kurtz, Will Reynolds, and bunch of other people, and that has really directly impacted our career. So it's time for us to give it back and share some of the best practice and our own experience. So why don't we start, Samir, with what are some of the other influences in the industry that you still follow? Because I probably have not been in touch with SEO community that much, but I feel that you are always on the top.
Yeah. Uh, First of all, Harpreet, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for this privilege and this uh, the chance that you have given. I think if you are talking about influencers, I think I miss a lot Mr. Bill Klavsky.
Yeah.
They have done very amazing things. A kind of like understanding the kind of patent that Google is registering, and based on those patents, he was just decipher a kind of information and the nuggets.
Yeah.
So SEO by the sea.
Yeah.
So I have learned, I miss. So I think we have to pay a tribute. Like unfortunately, Bill Slavisk is not there. But then there are so many people. There are some eminent people. Like there are some diamonds. Still not getting that kind of exposure. Mm-hmm. For example, David Emerland.
Okay.
Amazing, astonishing book. Semantic search.
Mm-hmm.
Google semantic search. They have done very amazing thing. And there are some practitioners they are into this craft. I am nothing. I am just it is 20 years. It is the people who are getting into it since last 25 years. People like Daniel Carter.
Yeah.
Look at the kind of content these guys are their contribution to SEO community. Then I think a monk of analytics, Avinash Kaushik.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that holy acquisition behavior and outcome, that thing, see thing, do care. A comparison between say Michael Porter and Philip Kotler principles.
Yeah.
So Avinash Kaushik's contribution is a huge. Rand Fishkin, yes. So Moz has given lot of expert to this industry.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly. There are some new influencers like Ben Goody and people like I'll just recall other name, but I think there are so many like eminent, you can say luminaries who have spread the glory across the web, and I think there are a lot of things that we have to learn.
Yeah, that's a great list. I think anyone who's getting started off or even a seasoned professional, I think it would be great to just follow along these veterans, and there's a lot to learn, and they're open to share all the secrets. All right, so I think next thing I want to talk, Samir, is see, Google always come up with some surprises, and the surprises are some Google updates, and that have potential to really knock out certain businesses as well. Such are the big changes. And one pattern that we saw is somewhere around March 4th week this year itself, there has been a decline in organic traffic. Multiple clients, you pick it B2B, B2C, we have seen it. And I think you have picked up some really big changes that now we are recommending, within which we have seen the clients have bounced back. So can you share some of those secrets so that the audience are enlightened with some of our learnings?
Yeah, definitely. My first stance is every website, every business is unique.
Yeah.
That and though you are into the same segment, same market, but your mission, vision can be completely different. Your strategy can be completely different. And from Google's perspective, over the period of time up to the rank brain by year 2017, it was okay. You are chasing up a kind of Google's update and you are making changes. But since in rank brain, what happened? It is not, they have changed a kind of components of search engine. They have changed engine itself.
Okay.
Okay, rank brain is where they are not changing the body of a, say, for example, a motor vehicle. They have changed the engine. And very few people aware about, Google Plus was an addition to our Gmail account uninvited. Nobody asked for that. But eventually it get added.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the nearest wall towards semantic search. Nobody was aware about that. Eventually, Google product team rolled it out. And it is not the, my favorite quote that, it is not the strings, it is the things. Mm-hmm. Now Google has the ability like a human to understand and make a context out of, your content. Yeah. That is the most important aspect. Still there are, some people who are chasing for, say, domain authority score. I'm not saying that is not of important, but that is something, when you are coming on a top, fighting head to head for number one position. Yeah. But to being present on a number one or to qualify that thing, you shall be semantically aware. And what we did with the client, we understand their content from semantic perspective. We have done some amazing NLP practices, that we have amazing programmers at at Growth Natives. So that team has extracted all things using Python and Google Colab, and we have applied all those things.
Okay. So if we just sort of summarize it to top 3-4 factors, 2023, what are those that will have direct impact and that immediate impact that clients always look for or strive for?
The first aspect I will think the most important thing for the website is a kind of anatomy or a website architecture you're having.
Right.
That has a huge impact. Okay. So as an affinity, what CXO or CMO or CX level executives are thinking about their website and brand, that is the one thing. But what data is saying, and what kind of market you are in. Now there are the implications, like if you are in a finance and if you are not understanding while compliances, I think that is tough. Yeah. And gone are the days for so that is the first. Second one is everything on page. Google loves, on page factors. Right. It loves, it is not only text, it is about images, it is about videos, it is about infographics. Yeah. A variety of tags, you are adding on your page. The more robust you are, so the coverage of, kind of content you are on a page, that is second most important thing. In other words, please optimize your content for humans, don't do it for the search engine. And that's what exactly, I think in the past month and this month, till 6th of September, that's what Google is rolling out. And third most important thing is a kind of interlinking you are doing on a site. Okay. So it is a topic clusters approach. Mm-hmm. Okay. You shall have that ability to slice and dice that website into some compartments, some parts, this is my EAT section, this is block section, and there is amazing segmentation you are having, understanding. So a kind of pillar and cluster approach. So let me summarize it. First one is you shall have very good website architecture. Second one thing is kind of coverage of a content type you are covering, that you are solving for humans, not for search engines. And third one is your interlinking. If these three crucial things you are solving, I think you have solved the puzzle.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
I think those were great nuggets.
Yeah. So Arpit, there is always a big challenge for SEO team to getting the right budget. So usually for any CXO level, they want all things actionable, and SEO is a long haul. So I've observed there is always a challenge for getting a budget for organic traffic and SEO activities. So what are 2 or 3 things or suggestions you will provide? Please advise.
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I believe our brains are wired in a way that we want instant gratification, and that applies to CXO guys as well. So what we really need is a shift in your mindset and your approach. Um, Gone are days where people just care about clicks, impressions, or maybe ranking. What CXO really cares, and their language is pipeline, revenue. Is my SEO team, whatever efforts and money they are investing, am I getting an ROI out of it? And we have platforms and tools available that can even give you what are the keyword clusters that are making impact on your pipeline and revenue. That is missing. So that shift is required. The other thing which I generally see, there are like massive redesign projects where obviously you bring in SEO team, but when I look and see those initial designs, what I see is it's a B2B website and there's no call to action. There's no lead gen emphasis. So even if you have done great job as an SEO professional in driving organic traffic, and that too relevant, probably you haven't really touched upon the conversion rate optimization. So what is really required is that you got to pivot, not just being like a SEO professional, but more holistically a CRO professional as well, where you care about conversions, and those conversions are not limited to leads. They're actually pivoting towards pipeline and revenue. And what is the ROI of SEO team? Every SEO team member should care and align on that metrics.
Thanks for that answer. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so Samir, I think every Tom, Dick, Harry now is talking about AI. And it's not just AI, it's other generative AI and large language models. And in some of the projects that we are working, we have seen the impact of it and we are leveraging certain new techniques as well. So help me understand like where are we shifting when it comes to 2024 SEO and its impact on some of the large language models, NLP things that are getting into the picture. So how the SEO team has to pivot and sort of adapt that change and be the part of this larger change that is we're seeing.
Yeah. Uh, I think the world is, sitting on the brink of, a bigger changes.
Yeah.
I was anticipating it will happen maybe because September is the month, there are many new things, iPhones, new launches, Apple's new launches, all mobile company, technology companies, they make a big declaration during this period. So what the world is due for big changes. That is, and please expect, a kind of, big changes, a kind of, brand shall ready to sacrifice and shall forget about, getting clicks that they used to get.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of this HGE, that is a Google, a new to compete with Bing. They have bought this technology. And with the BARD, these things are already, those things have started. So I see a situation like, there will be lot of, painful things going to happen. Minimum, 40 or 50%, plummets in the traffic. You can expect that traffic is going down because 50% of real estate is getting covered by your HG format. I think they are figuring out for the investor, Google is figuring out for the investor, how to leverage paid campaign model because they don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
But eventually they will sunset this version of Google by end of November or December. This is again my anticipation because nobody knows, exactly when Google will launch. So I think we shall be ready, and whoever is complying with, semantic search and understanding NLP have adapted that practices, have amazing, segmentation on the site. Those brands will bask in the glory. Those brands will, enjoy, prominent positions. And then eventually by 2025, 26, all other competition will understand the code, the method, and then they will start to proliferate.
Okay.
I think that is the future. I can see based on my experience.
Yeah.
But 2024 is, somehow very, very bad. The way world used to be in the year 2011 after Penguin and Panda.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of havoc in the market.
Yeah.
But recently Bing and Google has, rolled out these four tools.
Yeah.
Bing has rolled out it.
Yeah.
Well, the reason is they said, oh, no, it is enough. We are not relying on indexation. We are relying on our AI technology,
Right.
and we can identify pattern. So this thing happening, by and large.
Yeah.
So we have to be ready to learn, and I think that is the beauty of our industry.
Yeah.
That we are always a student. Once a SEO, you are always student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Avinash shares this. It's a camel to cart moment, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Even
It is.
for
It is.
SEO
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
And you got to reinvent. Otherwise, the risk is that you won't be relevant. Right?
Yeah. So it is experiment or die again from Avinash Kaushik. So I think this man has given so many diamonds to industry.
Yeah.
He have a huge contribution and deep respect for Avinash.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a great topic. Probably we'll do a deep dive on this topic in coming episodes.
Yeah, sure, definitely, yeah.
But thank you so much for all that nuggets and the wisdom that you shared. I hope the viewers like it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.